It is January 28th, 2025 at 10:34 p.m. It has officially been 3 weeks since Cookie passed away. As a recap, May 7th, 2022, we got Cookie, a short-haired domestic, at about 8 weeks old. Early in his life, he was diagnosed with a heart murmur and developed a strange condition where, no matter what, he was always congested. He was always sneezing and snotty and it never went away. My mom theorized it was allergies. I didn't believe it, but not much you can do when your parents don't believe you. December 2024, we found him laying under the Christmas tree with weight loss, lethargy, yellowing, and pale gums. He wouldn't eat and he wouldn't purr. So the next day he was taken to an ER. They found that every medical level he could have was terrible. Red blood cell count, white blood cell count, platelets, I think it's called biliflavin. All of it was terrible. It was a miracle he was alive. Hey, Boozy. Sorry, that's Boozy, his half-sister. What's up, Boozy? Yeah, she's on my back right now. You here to join the video? Yeah? New. They were gonna put him down, but they decided instead to try to save him. So they prescribed him 0.4 milliliters of doxycycline and 5 milligrams of prednisolone twice a day, every 12 hours. And so for 5 weeks, he took his meds, and he got better. Everything started to go back to normal. Even his congestion cleared up. On January 7th, 2025, Cookie went for a vet appointment early in the morning, and they found nothing of concern except that his CBC was at 26%. His vet said that it should have kept going up, it should be at 30, and that they weren't sure why it had stagnated, but they wanted to do more tests, like for vector-borne illnesses, to figure out what was going on. But then he came home. About an hour or two later, I woke up, got ready for the day, gave him a quick kiss and a little hug, and I said, "All right, Cookie, I'll be back later. I love you." I left at 12:20 p.m. About 3:50 p.m., I got back home, and I found him laying on my brother's bed with his mouth open, struggling to breathe. So he was rushed to another ER. At the ER, they said he was in heart failure. They theorized it was Evans syndrome and a weak heart, made worse by his medications. It would take $2,000 to $3,000 to hospitalize him. The medication would take 6 to 12 hours to kick in, and there was just no guarantee it would even save him. So, with everything he had already been through, the vets there suggested that we put him to sleep. And so on January 7th, 2025 at 8 p.m., I made the decision to put Cookie to sleep. And he was given the shot. And his heart stopped and he never woke up. And it's been 3 weeks since. About a week later, I was able to talk to his vet about what happened. She doesn't think it's Evans syndrome, so we're still at the drawing board for what happened. And we plan to do some tests on the other cats to see if maybe whatever he had was transmissible. But she said he either had heart disease or a blood clot. If it was heart disease, he had maybe optimistically a year. But typically, she said, cats with heart disease live for a couple months. And they have to be on several medications and have constant vet checkups, and they're not very happy. Which I interpret her as saying that they're miserable, but in a polite way. If it was a blood clot, there was nothing I could do. There was no saving him if it was a blood clot. So nowadays, I don't look at it as I made the choice about whether or not I could have saved him. Because in a way, I don't think I would have been able to. I think even if I had taken the $2,000 to $3,000 debt, I think he would have passed anyway. I look at it like this. Let's say I decide to take the $3,000 debt to try to save him. If it's a blood clot, he dies. If it's heart disease, There was no chance it would work, and then later on he would die. And if I instead decided to put him to sleep, he would die. There was no real choice that gave me any time length with him. There was no choice I could really make that would prolong his life or make him comfortable. Because with a heart disease, he could have struggled to breathe the whole time until he died. Or maybe made it a couple of months, but forced to take so many meds and go through so many appointments and maybe even fluid drains, and I didn't want to make him miserable. So really, the way I look at it now is that I never had a choice about saving him. And the decision was made for me. Cookie was likely going to die no matter what I did. The only decision I made was whether or not I would be there when it happened. So what's been going on now? Well, I thought Cookie would be back today from cremation, but I never got a call or anything about it, so it might take another week or so. Maybe it could be tomorrow, it could be sometime later this week, it could be next Tuesday, I don't really know. I've gotten no call, no email, no nothing. Not from his vet or from the company Final Gift, so just kind of waiting on an update. I gotta start clearing off the shelf so I can build his altar for him, so he can have a place to rest. Things are still hard. I still watch videos I have of him and look at old photos and lay awake at night a bit longer thinking about what it'd be like to still have him here in my arms. Yeah. I gotta get back into the rhythm of cleaning everything up. As for updates on the new kitty, she's doing okay. I'm slowly working to introduce her to Lucy. Right now, Lucy's laying on my brother's bed with a towel rubbed on the new cat to hopefully get her used to the scent. I plan for maybe tomorrow, I'll let them see each other, not in like a put them in the same room and close the door and see what happens kind of thing. I don't want WWE. I was just gonna hold the new cat, walk in, let Lucy see her, and then take her back out. So that was my plan for the new kitty. I still gotta think of a good name for her. Works okay. I'm getting paid, so that should help with things, and eventually getting Lucy to have a vet appointment. As for an update on Lucy, she's still kind of anxious, but not nearly as much. She's been much more affectionate ever since we got the fill away installed. Seems like the pheromone diffuser is helping her out, and I'm hoping it'll help also with the introduction to the new kitty. Because I brought in a blanket last night that had the cat scent on it, and Lucy laid right down on it and didn't seem to mind. So either there wasn't a good scent on it that she could get, or she didn't mind. Or maybe she can't smell, because I'm pretty sure Cookie couldn't really smell either with his congestion, so maybe whatever he had is contagious, or is able to be transmitted. I don't know. I've been thinking of names for the new kitty, but it's hard to decide. Marshmallow's too long. I thought about naming her Mochi, like the little ice creams. But, doesn't really fit, I don't think. She's like a white, gray, and, white, gray, tan, and brown samies. I don't know about Mochi. She looks more like a toasted marshmallow, if anything. Mochis aren't really that kind of color, you know? They're usually like green or pink or white. So yeah, I've been trying to think of a name for her. A lot of the cats were named without me. I didn't get a choice in their names. I came up with Aries. I came up with Jinx, which eventually became Jinxie. That's about it, I think. But, yeah, I'm in the process of thinking of a good name for her and getting her introduced to Lucy, so hopefully the two will like each other and have a good time together. And yes, we're getting that checked out. Speaking of Lucy, let's go take a look. There she is. Oh, big kitty on. That's the blanket. I put it right next to her, so she's still sleeping on it. Or kind of, but yeah. Oh, that's the towel blanket, sorry. I don't even remember what I said now. Great. Losing it. Yeah, just to help her get used to this scent. Yeah, I'm gonna have to fix that blanket out of the door. But yeah, that's where things have been. Just kind of existing. Going through the motions. It's weird to think that it's been 3 weeks. And 3 weeks ago, my little baby boy was still alive. And that's been 3 weeks since my mini-moo was taken from me. I'm hoping to get things all set up, my various projects and stuff, just to kind of carry on with life and maybe make some projects to memorialize them with. It is a crazy world right now, so it might be a bit harder to make some of the stuff I want. Yeah. Projects take money, and money is not easy nowadays. It is not easy. Not at all. I make $16 an hour in retail, so yeah. I just have 2 messages to end this video with. I have a message for you, the viewers at home. I just wanted to say thank you for watching. Thank you for joining me on this journey so far, and I hope that we continue it together. But if not, I understand. It can be a lot for some people. Just make sure you're taking care of yourself and give some love to your pets for me. But of course, my last message of this video is for Cookie. My message is as follows. Hi, Cookie. Hi, mini-moo. I can't believe it's been 3 weeks since you left already. It's been a very, very hard few weeks. Almost a month. I miss you very dearly. No, hey. I miss you very much, and I wish you were still here. It's been the hardest experience of my life so far, not having you here. Suddenly losing you. For Lucy said. And it's just been a lot to go through. I hope you're doing okay. I hope the other side of the Rainbow Bridge is treating you well. I miss you so much. I wish I still had my mini-moo. My sweet little boy. I like to believe that this new kitty was sent to us by you because of how alike you two are. She trills, she meows, she rolls over, and she likes belly rubs. She likes face scratchies on the sides of her cheeks, and she likes to make little biscuits. No, she's just really similar to you, you know? Cleanly little baby. But I hope you have everything you need over there. And I hope you've gotten to spend at least some time with Jinxie. And that you two have been taking care of each other. I've been asking whatever powers that may be to send some love your way for me every night. So I hope you've been getting it. And I hope you have everything and anything you want. Blankets, toys, food, places to sleep, loves and cuddles and hugs and snuggles and kisses and pets and more. I'd give you the world if I could. I'd give you the world and more. Because you deserve it all. You and your little heart of gold. The sweetest kitty I've ever met. The nicest little boy. And even though this new cat is a lot like you, there's no replacing you. You're always going to have a spot here. In my heart and in my home, my life, in my world, and in my soul, there's going to be a spot for Cookie. No matter what happens, how this world changes, how I change, there's going to be a home for Cookie here. You, my goodest boy, my sweet little Mini-Moo. I love you 3000. I love you to the moon and back. I love you with all those lines and phrases and sayings and more. I love you so much that human language can never truly describe it because my love for you so much. I love you with all of my heart and everything that I am and never will be and never have been, Cookie. I'm going to make sure I take good care of everyone. I'm going to make sure I spoil them rotten. I'm going to make sure I help as many other pets out there as I can. As many other people out there as I can. While living life to the fullest so we can experience it together. Even if you're not here physically, I know you'll be there over my shoulder and in my heart to experience it with me. A little guardian angel baby boy. The little spirit who will be accompanying me on life. I love you, I love you, I love you, I love you. I love you, I love you, I love you. I miss you, Mini-Moo. I love you so much. I love you with all my heart, Cookie. I love you.